Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube Editor's Perspective Podcast. Alright, so we got just a normal group today, the usual hosties. Alright, so kind of just a free-form one today. We don't really have a whole lot going on. I'm still in recovery from St. Patty's Day, which was awesome.
Oh,
This
yeah.
holidays is made for white people.
Really? I had a good day.
It's just an excuse for people to drink.
Yeah, I don't even think like Irish people. They're like, why do they celebrate this? It is really just
I
a
actually
drink.
saw a pretty good meme online. It was a picture of St. Patrick's Day, and it was two pictures. One is in America. It was a picture of everyone just belligerently drunk, acting like retarded. And below it said, meanwhile in Ireland, it's just a bunch of people going about their day.
It's really true. I had fun though. I came out with slight battle scars. I was slightly pissed, but actually there's another thing I'll pissed about that I'll get to. But I bought this mug like a while ago, like when I first went into college. It was just my drinking mug, and like what I would do is I put it in the freezer, especially if we had a keg. I put it in the freezer, let it chill, get it out, drink beer like out of the like chilled mug. Awesome. And, well, as the night, progressively went on, I didn't care as much. So I was just, carrying this mug around, drinking from this keg of Killian's that we had. And my one friend goes into our little dance room that we have at the house in Bowling Green, and he starts trying to show off his hip-hop dance class moves. Yes, they teach that at OSU.
How white is this guy?
I've known him all my life, so very. And he does this handstand thing and kicks the mug out of my hand, shatters. I'm just like, no. I was so depressed, and then I tried to clean it up with my hand, gashed my finger.
Ah.
It was a pretty healthy cut, just because it was bleeding pretty bad, and I could tell, by really drunk. But I now know I can perform first aid while drunk. So I'm good in any state of mind.
Well, he's always drunk, so it's good to know that.
Yeah, but so yeah, that I had. Well, actually, it was just someone tried to give me a very forceful hug, and I bashed my nose, which for some reason is still if I wiggle my nose, it hurts. So. Not just a slight pain.
So no magic for you?
Oh, gee, did you really say that?
Yes.
It was a bewitched joke.
I get it now, and I'm just kind of looking at my computer screen.
I'm not just doing
questioning.
a joke. Piece of crap.
Okay, I'm done. But the thing that actually pissed me off, that day I had ordered Chinese with the full intention of having it the next morning. I had about half of it or so, and with full intention of waking up, getting past, the hangover pains, and just plowing, chowing down some Chinese. Someone stole my Chinese at the party. You don't know how livid I was. I was just sitting there, we were all just kind of talking, and then, I was just kind of waiting for my stomach to get hungry. I was just drinking water. I'm like, all right, it's Chinese time. I open the fridge. I'm just like, what the fuck? What the... Someone fucking stole my Chinese last night! So it's just, stupid... and we had a lot of really random people at our party, too. I think there was a lot of walk-ins, just from around campus. So just some stupid little, fucking undergrad somewhere in Bowling Green campus stole my Chinese.
I worked
Well
on
done.
Patrick's Day.
Good for you. You earned money while I spent a lot.
Yeah, I worked too.
I'm still pissed about that Chinese.
Jesus,
Chinese is... Oh my god, I hate Chinese food.
I love Chinese food. You shut up.
I made myself allergic to it somehow. This
Why?
is a true story.
Why?
That's
Explain,
the
please.
power of love.
Because when I was a kid, we got some Chinese food, and it was like, oh, this is so good. And then I got allergic to it. So I had to stop eating it. and it gave me food poisoning. Very, very bad food poisoning. To the point where my pee was black. So every
There's a
time
joke there.
every time I smell it, it just makes me gaggy.
Okay. Yeah, there was a joke somewhere there.
No,
I kind of just let it go.
there's no jokes here.
Oh, there was plenty.
But now, you know, get your rocks off, people.
Literally.
All right. But yeah, so anyways, I guess we'll go into the few little topics we have here, just a lot of random articles and things. So, for the DBZ fans in our audience,
If you've watched anime, you've watched DBZ. So
Yeah.
therefore, every one of you.
yeah. So, unless you've been under a rock, you've probably been hearing about Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, the new movie that is coming out in 10 days in Japan. Actually, from what I've been hearing, it's supposedly getting an international release. I don't know.
I also hear they're having Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3.
They are not.
That's the rumor I keep hearing.
That has been confirmed false.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I've been looking. However, alright, so I'm going to stress right now that I'm going to be talking heavy plot points from the movie because the plot has been leaked. So, if you don't want to hear anything, don't listen.
We'll post in the video where to skip to.
Yeah. So, there's, I mean, pretty much essentially the whole plot is, you know, it's a few years after Boo, you know, everyone's having a good time. Goku's helping King Kai,
Having
a good
time.
like helping him fix his new planet that I guess they gave him with the Dragon Balls. I don't know.
You know, you
But,
people need to really start messaging me on Steam if I don't respond to Skype, so I know.
Didn't I suggest that? I suggested
I thought
that.
you did.
We're not
No,
doing extra work for you, John.
I told
When
Mike
I'm
to do it.
when
I
I-
was
when I'm in
eating dinner.
full screen,
Yeah.
I have all my. When I'm in full screen, I have all my sound shut off, so I don't get startled when I'm playing TF2.
Just imagine John playing TF2. Oh, God.
I already fucking do that when I get jumped by a fucking scout from behind.
Completely derailed Mike's
And
Yeah,
I already
well,
know what he's talking about. That new footage of fucking Bills fighting SS3 Goku, basically.
Well, no, I'm actually
Shit
talking.
out
I'm
of him.
talking the plot.
He's talking about the
actually.
plot of the movie now, actually.
Yeah, Kai's planet.
Well, I mean, it's everything has been leaked about the whole movie.
Yeah, I know,
So-
it's on its wiki.
So I'm getting into that. So
Did you actually watch the footage of Goku
Yes, I did.
getting
Yes,
his
I did.
shit just stomped and destroyed?
yes, I did. I'm getting to that though. I'm essentially ruining the movie for everyone who's listening. So yeah, this ancient
it's already started.
ancient god of destruction wakes up from his 39-year sleep. Bills and then his mysterious companion Weiss or Weiss, whatever you want to call it.
Weiss.
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 So he tells Bills about how Goku defeated Frieza, became a Super Saiyan, yada yada yada, and all the things that Goku has done. And Bills gets excited, transports to King Kai's planet, and challenges Goku to a fight. And Goku, not one to pass down a challenge, accepts
And gets
proceed-
royally stomped on.
and gets beaten by a finger.
Actually,
essentially.
he got flicked once, and then he got slammed in the neck, just knocking him out.
Yeah.
Which is
And-
pathetic when he's Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, at Super Saiyan 3. So after that, Bills is like, this is pathetic, I'm going to Earth to find a new challenge. However, he doesn't start fighting right away. He goes to a party that Bulma is having for everyone in the Z community, whatever you want to call it. And
It's always a party. You notice that?
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I just want to bring real quick. This movie's supposed to take place 8 years after Boo, yet
3.
Trunks and Goten are still under 10 years old.
3. It's 3 years.
Oh, 3?
Yes.
That was 8.
So like 12.
Well, still, though, they haven't changed a bit. At least Gohan, when he hit 12, he was taller and was a little more lanky. He had more proportionate body parts. It looked like they did back in the fucking Boo saga. They didn't change.
Yep. Whatever. Anyways. So then Bills and Whis just join the party for a while. And Gohan gets drunk, dresses up as Great Saiyaman, and starts trying to do these stupid feats like having, I think Launch was there, having her fire a gun and him deflecting the bullets. He deflects one at Vidal's leg. awesome husband. And
Wait, are they married already?
I don't know that for sure, but however, when Dende goes to heal her, he realizes there are two life forces in Videl, so she is pregnant with Pan at that point, and that is actually that is a key point for the movie.
Really?
Yes. So, and then after a while, there's just other stupid things happen. Weiss finally, or Bill was like, okay, fuck it, I want to fight. So, Boo first attacks Fat Boo. He gets just pushed away with energy. Everyone else tries to attack. I think he blocks Piccolo with chopsticks.
No. He catches Tien's fist with chopsticks and throws him over. He smacks his two pressure points to Piccolo's chest with chopsticks and drops them. He dodges 18 and knocks her out with one hit.
Yeah, and then Gohan powers up.
The ultimate and gets his shit stomped too.
Yeah, he successfully gets him into full Nelson, which is probably the most that someone has done to him at that point. And then he slams Boo and Gohan's face together.
Then he slams Gohan in the stomach and just sends him flying.
Yeah, and there's other thing that happens, but like the next big thing that happens is Bulma starts yelling at him for ruining the party, and he slaps Bulma, which enrages Vegeta to the point that he becomes more powerful than Super Saiyan 3 Goku for about 5 minutes.
But he doesn't actually go Super Saiyan 3. That was a
Yeah, he just gets angry. And even Goku says Vegeta's stronger than me right now. And
that's because Bulma got hurt. It's the power of love.
You fuck with his bitch. He gets mad. You don't mess with his property. I mean, his wife.
Yeah. But and then
you see this here? Mine.
And then just to keep fighting, Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks gets his shit kicked in, and finally Goku returns, and then they summon Shenron to figure out how Goku can transform into a Super Saiyan God.
Which looks so fucking stupid.
This is going to become canon, because this is Akira Toriyama that is creating this.
It looks better than SS4, but there's no imagination.
I think it's supposed to be so-called Super Saiyan Kami.
That's the same thing.
Actually, it is literally pronounced Super Saiyajin Gadu. It is spelled like God. In the Japanese going to English. So, but anyways,
Super Saiyajin God.
Do.
So have you seen what it looks like for Seed?
Yes, I have. Well, not.
Nope. Yeah, it looks like Kaioken essentially, but
Kaioken with different colored irises on his eyes. His eyes actually have more definition in them, but.
In order for a Super Saiyan God to appear, 6 pure-hearted Saiyans have to be alive at one time.
Pure-hearted.
And the only time that's ever happened was in ancient times when the pure-hearted Saiyans were trying to quell the evil Saiyans, and they lost because of the form's very limited time limit. I guess it's worse than the fusion dance as far as time limit. And so the pure-hearted Saiyans are Goku, Vegeta, Gohan.
What?
Yeah, Vegeta became pure heart after.
No, that's a cop-out. I'm sorry, but no.
You're better than me, Kakarot.
I'm guessing this is now why the reason of being pregnant with Pan came up.
Yes. So, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and number 6 is Pan, who is in Videl's stomach.
Nah, that's bullish.
And Goku is able to turn.
That's bullish.
He became
Vegeta's brother.
No, because I don't think that's canon.
That's not canon, no.
Tarble wasn't on Earth at that point anyway.
Who cares? That's bullshit.
No.
At that point.
Do you remember at the end of the Majin Buu saga where they wish back all the good guys?
Vegeta was brought back.
And Vegeta was brought back.
That doesn't mean pure of heart.
It means he was good and pure-hearted.
He murdered entire worlds.
Pure-hearted is not the same as being a good person. Really.
You can be a good person, a reformed person, but he still brutally destroyed.
How about this? Roshi is a good person, but he can't ride the cloud.
Because he's not pure of heart, like it's explained in Dragon Ball.
So, good does not equal pure heart.
You could be good, but you still have malice in your heart and such.
And Vegeta's the pinnacle of that.
You do realize this is Akira Toriyama who did not remember what Super Saiyan 3 was.
Wait, he didn't remember what Super Saiyan 3 was?
No, he did not. When they were going back to make this movie, he thought Super Saiyan 3 was Super Saiyan 2.
Don't forget also Toriyama's in his 50s.
Yes,
Not
so
surprised his mind's starting to go.
so I can see this happening just because the creator has a very short attention span.
Short of
Anyways,
Well,
Hence why there's so
Or
much
like
themes in
Alzheimer's.
but anyways,
hence there's so
Goku successfully becomes a Super Saiyan God and is able to fight on par with Bills for a while, but then the form runs out and Bills tries to pretty much essentially use a gigantic ass bomb to destroy the world, and Goku, I think at Super Saiyan 2, manages just to deflect it barely with like a Kamehameha wave. And
I have to say wave.
what?
I said you didn't have to say wave.
Oh, whatever.
You got it.
But so and then essentially what happened? Pretty much the end of the movie, they all lose, which is a difference in most Dragon Ball Z movies. But the thing is, what happens is like Bills is not. I mean, he's not essentially evil. He just is just a being that enjoys fighting and wishes to be challenged.
Yeah.
And he reveals that there are 12 universes / dimensions, each having their own god of destruction, and he is the weakest. So there is about to be a whole, if this is true, a whole new slew of DBZ coming our way.
It might be, considering how bad Kai flopped in Japan. They need to make up something somewhere.
Yeah.
Kai didn't flop. They can't market any more toys to these people because they have it all.
And, I mean, then that Toei Animation was affected by the tsunami as well, so.
Kai was getting good numbers. They're always with like top 5 and watched episodes, but like what money are they getting from
You
it?
can't really market it.
You can't market any more toys to these people. You can't come out with a new Boo figure, a new Cell figure, like, hey, buy it because Kai is out. No, I've got my Cell figure. I'm good. It's not new content. It's just cut down content to be more compact.
Like, I mean, they probably will be, from this movie, they'll be getting some new toys in. That
Yeah. These are new characters, and it's a different, but it's just a cut down series.
Yeah, Weiss, Bills, Super Saiyan God, Goku. I mean, like, those will sell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, as far as, just everything to, like, the animation in this movie looks good. The fight scene that we saw of Bills versus Goku was good. And just, like, it has, like, the stupid DBZ or Dragon Ball comedy in there as well. Like, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Drunk Great Saiyaman. And I'm hoping to God they do an English dub, because just, I would love to see Kyle Abert's take on that. Well,
Fanboy.
I am a fanboy. It is well known at this point. I can't wait for this movie. I'm excited.
Yeah, so be happy when it comes out at Christmas on DVD to get a DVD or a sub of it, because it comes out March 30th, and you gotta wait 6 to 9 months from the fucking theatrical release for Japan to release a DVD Blu-ray. I'm sorry, DVD gets released first, 2 to 3 months later, Blu-ray gets released.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, crappy, shaky cam stuff of this movie,
There
though.
will be. There was already a cam still of the third Eva rebuild floating around subbed.
Yeah, the cam version of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Alright, so I'm looking at this image of Super Saiyan God form. What the hell?
LOL, cop-out, LOL, Toriyama, LOL, cop-out, LOL, Toei, LOL.
Seriously.
We spent all our money on One Piece and Pretty Cure, we can't do anything else. Quick, slap something together.
Seriously.
That's pretty hideous, actually.
That is
Yeah,
awful.
that's Super Saiyan God. That's the cheapest cop-out in the fucking world. It's Kaioken with different looking eyes, and not as much red. It's not as solid as Kaioken is.
And his hair is red.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I think. The Kaioken is like the beginning of it. That's why Goku can do it. King Kai taught him that, so he'd be like, you will one day learn this. The advanced form of the Kaioken.
Implying
No.
Toriyama to think this up that far.
No.
Are you trying to imply that Akira Toriyama understands the word continuity?
Continuity. The continuity anime. Pick one.
Now the thing is, he could come back and say that for this, and be like, no, that's not what it really was. But I threw some bullshit together, and it worked this way now.
That's kind of what all of Dragon Ball was.
Yeah, you do something from the past and you make it in the present, and it's just like
You make it fit.
you make it fit.
You have to make it fit.
That's
it's
what-
not
I
like
mean-
he had this in mind, of course
Yeah.
not. But
Not
that-
when it was in the '80s, no. But he
No.
could just be like, you know
he
what?
could absolutely just be like that, which is what I'm saying.
That's what I mean. That is the quintessential example of that is J.R.R. Tolkien with The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
When he first made The Hobbit, the ring had nothing to do with Sauron or being the Ring of Power. It was just a magic ring that you got from he got in a cave of riddles with this weird skinny dude. And when he went back, because it was like I've heard stories, and
You haven't. You've read it, nerd.
no, actually, it was from the Rooster Teeth podcast. I didn't want to say that, but whatever. So yeah, I think there was like a 10-year gap between The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring. And he's just like, okay, when he went, 10 years later to write this book, he's just like, okay, what do I got? Okay, I have this ring. And he built essentially the entire trilogy of Lord of the Rings from that.
He just can't help himself.
What?
Oh man, inside joke.
I feel like I'm at the butt of this joke, and I don't
Oh,
like.
you are. Okay.
Not even like, no man, you're being paranoid. No, you're the butt of the joke.
No, you are.
Absolutely.
Deal with it.
Great.
Every
Okay.
every
Puts on
time you
shades.
bring
Let
up
deal with
Rooster
it face.
Teeth. Oh, see, got interrupted. I just explained what it was.
Well,
So
every
I can
time I
find
bring up,
above it.
I heard every time I bring up Rooster Teeth.
Oh, you got it. Yep, it's hilarious to us
Oh,
because
okay.
it's every episode.
All right, so moving on from that, I'm excited. Yada yada.
So, quick thing, I just want to add to this. Well, it's a different scenario, but it's on the subject of anime. So, I actually saw a post recently about you know how those images that say it's Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action trail poster, and next to it is Aang says that this movie gave me cancer, and beneath it is Goku with Dragon Ball Evolution saying, "I know that feel, bro." There is a new image out now where there's a third panel at the bottom, and it's a picture of Kenshin just smiling. He's like, "Mine was actually pretty cool."
Has that come out yet?
I'm already editing something with it. It's amazing.
For the live action Kenshin.
It's amazing. It is
Cool.
the
Do you
most.
have it in not 10-bit?
I have it in MKV.
No, I mean, like, what is it? Is it a 10-bit MKV or an 8-bit? Because 10-bit does not like to convert, not like to fucking run on my system, nothing.
I don't know what bit it is to be honest. It's converted. It's editable. I'm using it.
Oh, good. I'll take a converted copy when you get a chance sometime this week.
It's really awesome. I mean, they took a lot of liberties with the plot.
Understandable. I mean, when you
But
have that
they
very short time
brought
frame.
it into the real world, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna say you don't see him use any of the Hiten Mitsurugi at all up until the final fight. And the main bad guy in this movie is actually Jinne. If anybody's actually familiar with the series, it's really the first powerful person he fought in the anime. He's the first actual remnant of his past that he fights.
I'm just gonna non-agree because I've never watched Kenshin.
Ah,
Never had it here.
Oh, you betrayer of all anime! Quit your life.
I ain't portrayed shit. We didn't get diddly squat here, and I mean literally, we got pissed off.
Go
right?
watch Kenshin or read it. It is quite possibly the best, one of the best.
I'll stick with Samurai Pizza Cats. Thank you very much.
End yourself immediately. Immediately.
You
Samurai-
upset, brethren?
Yes.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
I want that box set when it comes out. The subbed one comes out in April, and the dub comes out before Christmas. Complete series on one DVD set. I want it so fucking bad.
Okay, so anyways, going on to the thing I wanted to talk about. So who has seen stuff for the Defenders of the Galaxy, Defenders of the Universe movie?
Nope.
I've never been a fan of.
I'm still waiting for Pacific Rim.
Rocket Raccoon and Groot and all of them.
Yeah, I mean, just what I
You ever seen the Marvel cartoon? They were on it once.
No.
Well, I've never been a fan.
no. Yeah, I see. I don't even know if this movie's supposed to be CG or not. Like, I haven't seen like a lot of stuff on it.
I mean, they're all creatures that need to be CG, and
No, one of them's a human.
It's probably going to be 90% CG. Either it's gonna. They might as well just CG the whole movie. But then
Like-
they can't really put it into like the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Because from what I'm hearing, like they might be doing something with Galactus, which would then tie them into Avengers 2. So,
Wait, what?
Galactus.
or not Galactus, sorry, Thanos.
Yeah.
That's what the run my head. Like, am I just out of the know or
Where did
what
you get
happened?
Galactus from? He got the whole plot in his head. They said to him, "Rough your ass and."
Good. I like it.
No,
Make
Tony
it
Stark-
so.
Tony Stark needs to say this right here.
He must mention video games at this point in the movie.
Only something about Rooster Teeth.
Less faces.
I have such a good analogy now for faces. Like, just for how stupid it is. Like, it was just one of those epiphanies. It was actually when I was watching one of the honest trailers for Twilight.
Oh,
Imagine doing a an action faces montage to all the Twilight stairs.
Stairs.
That's how.
Someone tell Salvadorian quick.
that's what I could equate it to. Like, the stuff that people do, they could do with that. And I feel like I went silent.
No, you're here.
Okay. I mean, just seriously, come on now.
Yeah.
Get more original people.
no one cares about originality.
Yeah.
What is this image I am looking at right now?
Oh,
I
dear.
found it from a DVC thread. Battle of the Gods on A.
Okay. It's a picture of Boo, Kid Boo, and Raven from Teen Titans. Alright, so,
Moving on.
continuing. Alright. So, Proceed posted this thing to me. Well, to us, I should say. Just a little bit before the podcast. So, apparently, HIV is almost cured.
Yeah, for the most part, so far it's how they're explaining it.
Yeah, so from what this article was posted, 14 adults have been functionally cured of HIV.
Wait a minute.
Which, I mean, it's been how long since HIV has been a precedented thing? Like
60s?
Yeah. So, 50-ish years. And might be having a cure for it, which, I mean, I feel like modern medicine is kind of, as far as, finding a cure for a lot of these diseases that have been happening, it's been kind of in a standstill.
Yeah.
So this might be a pretty big breakthrough that might push some shit around.
Yeah, I mean, 14 people have been cured of HIV. I mean, that's kind of a big blip in the radar here to say, oh, maybe we should focus more on this if it's actually doable.
Yeah, was Magic Johnson at the front of the line.
Well, Magic Johnson had the natural immunity to the disease.
Oh, okay. I'm Magic Johnson.
Whoa.
Ha. It was bad, I know.
That's horrible.
So black.
Yo, I'm Magic Johnson. I'm so black I can't get the AIDS. I got that monkey blood.
Speaking of merchandise,
Oh dear. The thought crossed my mind to possibly, like, not this year, but that next year, or not this coming Youmacon, but next Youmacon, to do a live Way of the Pride podcast. But us talking as we normally do in Detroit might get us all killed.
There's a lot of white people there. Come on. Not like Youmacon.
And we have DA and BG to blame. It's like, oh, we weren't saying those words. That was your brothers.
Like my idea
Siblings,
was
brothers.
like
It was the Computer Brothers.
if we had like a screen behind us where we all four would be there and we could just like if he would want to like Skype in John via webcam. So
Oh God, John.
Canada and the widescreen.
Welcome to Canada, eh?
I'm right across the river.
I can see your hotel from here. Let me ride my moose.
Swear to God, you fucking hosers, I will beat the shit out of you.
He sounded a lot like Mike Myers right there.
Who?
Michael.
Did you just say who to Mike Mark? Kill yourself.
No, I mean like no.
Terry Bogard.
No, I meant who,
Who?
as in who sounded like Mike Myers.
Ralph.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? When did I sound like Mike Myers?
Do your Canada voice again.
Let me go ride my moose.
Yeah, the Muse part. Like Dr. Evil.
Okay, I can see that now.
Let me go hop on my fucking moose.
Yeah.
When are we gonna have cute Super Saiyan girls doing cute Super Saiyan
You
girl
give
things?
me 1 billion mooses.
Dun, dun, dun. Who wants to invade freaking Canada? All they got is maple syrup and moose. And what good are Mounties, eh?
Okay, let's keep
The
going.
Love Guru was terrible.
That's what I hear. Never saw it.
Wait, what?
Love beer. Actually, okay, here's something that I've had on my little list for a while that just for opinions. So these have been springing up more and more, and I keep seeing recently, and a few of our videos have been posted on such channels, and I'm about to say, like these AMV hub channels. That are like, you know, the best
Yeah.
AMVs of all time,
Yeah.
Anime Unity,
Oh,
yada,
best
yada,
AMVs
yada.
of all time, those friends, the ones that are actual YouTube partners and take credit for other people's AMVs to make money off them.
They're
That's what most
YouTube
of those
partners?
channels are.
Yes, they're partners.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's why
you
they have
make
custom
money off
thumbnails.
editing?
Yeah, they make money off their videos. Get a couple of 100,000 views. A lot of the best of AMV's channels,
They
and
didn't
they're
make
partners.
it.
They have
Yeah.
custom thumbnails.
Interesting, because YouTube wants us to partner.
That's the thing, though. They're breaking the law technically. They're making money off of another
The
of
thing
another copyrighted
is-
work.
YouTube does not give a crap. It's funny
Say
how
that up until
little-
the moment all of a sudden the government makes it elite, really pushes it, and you end up in jail.
No, once the government pushes it, then you could just stop.
It's
You
attached to
didn't
your
get a
bank account.
warning
at that
about
point.
it or anything.
Yeah.
You're attached to it, your bank account, though.
Yeah, but just take it all down. You didn't get a warning. They didn't give you any type of, like, it was just, we're pushing this
the
through.
government works like
hardcore.
that. Yeah, you're still really living in a dream world.
Okay.
I'll tell you from experience, things don't work out that way.
People make money off the gaming, and it's a transformative property, right?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking heard that.
AMVs are a transformative property to a degree.
If I hear robots in the skies, I'm gonna kill someone.
So unless this is like the letter of, because right now it's not the letter of the law. Once it becomes the letter of the law and you keep doing it, then maybe they'll get to you. But it's not the letter of the law right now. Even the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, whatever, it's not the letter of it. It's just like a generalized whatever. So yeah, I can't see them if Congress or whoever just starts pushing it through hardcore. Like, yeah, we're gonna enforce this. We're gonna spell this out for you guys. And then it's like, okay, we got all this backlog of all these people that were doing these things. Let's round them up. I can't see that happening.
I can.
Just like
What they can do is say that you knowingly perpetrated an act of profiting off of a copyrighted material, and it's documented. And once it's documented that you were receiving funds for such an act, they can still go after you for basically it's copyright infringement. At that point, it's also fraud, or it's in some degrees. They can go after you about it if you.
I'm gonna say this. This is just like the Six Strikes Act, where if you get 6 strikes, whatever each strike is, blah 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 blah. People have had copyright emails sent to them before, but that's wiped. because it wasn't the letter of the law at that point, or they weren't pushing it through.
Yeah, but you're talking about people have been sued for downloading music for the first freaking time in their lives. So it just has to do with the fact that if you're caught, you're caught, and they'll chase you down hardcore.
Who are these people that were sued? Like
The
recently?
people who want the money, people who want the money for the music, or
No,
the
who were sued, not who are the suers.
What's it called? Metallica's label. The first big influence of lawsuits against downloading copyrighted music off of like what was it? What was that big service? Napster.
Napster? You talking like 10 years ago?
You know, but I'm saying though that was like the first influence of the
I haven't.
This is like I think the biggest example that I can pull out of my hat right now is Mega Upload.
Yeah, exactly. If they decide that that they want to go after people who have done X, Y, or Z, they will go through hell and high water to get everyone accountable for it.
Mega Upload was the site that housed these files. They didn't go after the individual user base.
No, but if you were talking about being an individual user base, if you upload these things, and they decide to go after you because you're making money off copyrighted material, they are within their right completely to chase you down until you are completely screwed.
People were making money off Mega Upload because, you get a certain amount of downloads and get paid for it. They were doing that for Mega Upload. They're doing that for Netload, for Rapid Share, blah, blah, blah.
And that's why the people who made the service were sued and shut down. But right now, with YouTube, it's a little different. It's a direct service. You knowingly do this. With Mega Upload, it's kind of more like a It was
you knowingly do it.
Voluntarily, it was a voluntary service. Right now,
you knowingly are
YouTube is owned by Google, which is a corporation. Trust me, there was no chance in hell of them going after Google about this. They'll go straight after you.
If you're uploading an album, if you're uploading a video, you know for a fact what you're doing, regardless of whatever service you're going through. They didn't attack the user base; they attacked the website. If the website, if they go after YouTube and Google and they say we're pushing this hardcore, and if you don't start policing these people, we're gonna shut you down or we're gonna sue you, whatever. Then they'll start enforcing it. They're not gonna go backlogging. Oh, you made a money. How many users do you think are on YouTube right now? How many non-partner gaming channels do you think there are right now that are making money?
14 or 15.
Come on now. I know at least 7 in the MK community that do it. YouTube doesn't really care right now. They just don't. Because nobody's pushing them to care, because it's not the letter of the law. If it becomes that, then they can start doing this. You keep doing this, you're gonna get locked up, or you're gonna get fined, or whatever. But right now, they're not gonna do anything. I have yet to see it from YouTube. They've said they're gonna do it for years. I have yet to see it beyond shut down channels. They keep saying, "Oh, you could be held liable for uploading this with this copyright strike if you try to dispute it or anything." Lil Karibo disputes his Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time. They have never come after him. And he's had like 8 copyright strikes on him against Yu-Gi-Oh! They don't care. They just don't.
That is a weird thing too, like as far as using copyrighted material, because I mean, like Team 4-Star and Little Karibo, they use that, like they use the character images on. Well, a lot. I can't even just narrow it down to them. A lot of people do.
Yep.
Like Shark Robot and all these, places that use, nerd stuff
with death battles.
Well, I'm saying not even that. I'm talking merchandise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, like
Go Snapper.
All the shirts that I pretty much buy at conventions.
Yeah.
Are all, using technically copyrighted characters. But
speaking of shirts that use copyrighted characters, Anthrax released a t-shirt. There's the shirt. Now, anyone who's seen Rosario Plus Vampire, do you recognize the girl on the front?
No one has seen it.
They're living in the dream world.
Hold on, I've watched /Reddit. Let me check this out.
Yeah, they literally just traced Mocha's. They traced Mocha's head entirely. They redrew her entire body, and like, there's an image I'm trying to get on 4chan right now. It shows how they traced her face and body to match it perfectly, and they're selling it under the notion that it's an original design that they thought up for it. and it's on their Facebook. It's hilarious.
Interesting. Well, there's a lot of that kind of stuff
Oh, here,
on the
real
internet.
quick. I just threw something in the link dump. Just make sure you guys download that and check it out. It's kind of funny.
Then there's also Then there's also the Naruto Ramen Cafe somewhere, and I think it's America, where it's just Naruto on the side of it with a different symbol on his headband. There's a bunch of different anime things around America, North Korea, and South Korea that use copyright images without the copyright holder's permission. Like there's some kind of, it's a bowl of soup in a bag that Goku's on, or Haruhi from, is it Haruhi? I think it is. This shit happens a lot.
A lot.
But yeah, so
Most of the time, they don't care about the user base. They care about the companies that are doing it.
yeah, pretty much right now the line is like squiggly, very very squiggly. The line has not been. There's no hard line yet as far as that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because if someone were to go after some of these Ambi-Hub places, where then why are you letting people make this money off your characters with T-shirts? There's a lot of wiggle room, really. Which I'm trying to think of it's more or less as far as research, but I'm do these people have to get copyright permission to use these characters on their shirts or not?
I doubt it. Because a lot of people do custom fighting game controllers. They don't have permission. I know for a fact they don't.
Yeah.
They just put it on the stick and they do the plexiglass or whatever top you want, and then they sell it to you, or they charge you for the service. These people don't have permission, and the companies most of the time just don't tend to care.
Here's a good example.
My Little Pony.
Give me a check for that. 3 of my Little Pony posters I ordered from this poster service, that blew them up essentially and gave them to me nice high quality and stuff. It has the copyright right on there. It says copyright Hasbro, blah blah blah, and there was no problems. They printed, shipped them. I didn't get a cease and desist, nothing like that.
Which is weird. Why did the Pony Fighting game get a cease and desist when it wasn't gonna be a
I don't know.
It wasn't gonna be sold.
Me out. That bummed me.
There's a lot of stuff
about
you have stuff like that, and then you have just weird opposite spectrums where people are like, no, stop that immediately. There was a person or small group of people that were remaking Chrono Trigger in 3D. The entire game.
Yeah, true.
And it got cease and desist from Square Enix.
Oh, speaking of that, actually, did you guys hear? It turns out there was a emulator for the Game Boy Advance hidden in a iOS app called Baby Noises or Cute Baby Noises or something. It was a app that played baby noises, but in actuality, when you dug into the program into a certain way, it opened up an emulator where you could play every single Nintendo Advanced, Game Boy Advanced game, right there on the app, on your iPhone, iPod, whatever. Apple found out about it and immediately shut it down and is looking into suing them or something. I don't know, but it's like
Apple lost Steve Jobs. They can't make any cohesive decisions anymore.
they can't really.
We lost our head. What do we do?
God. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show you.
I'm trying to find it right now, but
oh, my neck.
that's actually pretty funny.
I'm going to go downstairs and get half a brand muffin because I'm baller like that.
Hold on a second. I'm going to show you guys something.
Okay, Game Boy Advance emulator hidden in iPhone baby naming app.
That is the best thing ever.
An iPhone app for a baby name generator was discovered to actually be an emulator for Nintendo's Game Boy Advance handheld system and has since been pulled from the iTunes Store. Awesome baby names previously available for $1.99. That's a big thing. They were charging for it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
allowed users to add and play ROMs for old titles without jailbreaking their phones. Users simply had to push a short series of buttons to access the emulator. Shortly after discovery, Apple pulled the app. Awesome Baby Names is the first app to sneak into Apple's store for a short time. In 2009, Apple yanked a Commodore 64 emulator, and again in 2011 with a standalone version of the emulator, MAME, a Game Boy Advance emulator called BBAs, is currently available for... Oh, wait, that's just saying something else.
Yeah, VBA, Visual Boy Advance, the free Game Boy Advance emulator that Nintendo will never touch because no one makes money off it.
Yeah. But,
Also, I want you guys to watch that real quick.
I'll watch that later.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes, indeed, quite.
I
Yes,
No one cares about an iPhone. Like,
No, I want you to watch it. It is.
iPhone, try iPhoney, ha 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 ha.
I laughed at this because my buddy Brett got really hyped up and thought that this was real, and he came. He was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to own an iPhone. I can't wait to get this." I'm like, I watched this video. I'm like,
oh my god, really?
I'm like, are you an idiot?
He is a fool.
You have
Oh my god, yeah, you're done being friends with him.
you have a bachelor's in both physics and engineering, and you thought this was real.
yeah, that technology is a few years away.
I told him that it's at least 15 years away from being. We have the technology; it's there, but it's
We
not
can rebuild
feasible.
it.
It's not feasible to make that into the mass market. That
Yeah.
phone would be at least, at minimum, with low res projection and shoddy keyboard technology, at least 1200. At least. He was so hyped up for it. I'm like, watch this. I'm like, are you an idiot? Are
He goes, well, maybe. I don't know.
No, he was actually kind of mad. He was like, no, come on, it's possible. It's definitely possible. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Also, we'd have hoverboards for Back to the Future by now. Sit down.
yeah. Do you guys know about the little Easter egg thing from that? Like, for the behind the scenes of Back to the Future, or whatever it was?
Yes.
Where it's just like, this guy was like talking about behind the scenes thing, and like right at the end, very offhandedly goes, oh, by the way, the hoverboards are real. And it like ends, and people, like, everyone was just like, wait, what? They're real? And it's just like people, like, it's one of those urban myths, like people claim to have a hoverboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is so troll.
I've heard that actually.
But, oh, hold on. Hold on one sec.
Oh no, we can't do this without the host.
No, we can't.
We're faltering. Someone say something quick.
Something- Thank you, John. That was not good.
New
You're welcome,
pony
kind-
season coming out this winter.
You're welcome, kind brethren of color.
No one cares about ponies, dude. But Injustice is coming
New
out
season
soon.
this winter.
Oh, ponies, fighting is magic. Fuck Hasbro.
I'm back.
That was
And
the
this-
worst, 30 seconds ever of this podcast.
And this is the thing, I have to be quiet now because parent is going to bed. So, this is about to be a horrible podcast.
Wait, what happened?
I was
About to be, he says.
Mother is going to bed, so I have to be quiet now.
No,
Which-
now you're just talking like John when he does his voice from Game Grumps.
Yep.
Is there anything to gain from this?
Okay.
Anything?
I'm fine with funny.
They were alright. I mean, they're alright, but it's not like
Hey, you're Grump, and I'm really not so Grump. Just gonna
it's
shut
not.
up
It's
right now.
not anything what people blowing it up to be.
No, people blow them up. Like they're. I like
not-
JonTron, I like Ego Raptor, but people really are blowing them out of proportion. They're
It's-
funny, but they're not amazing. Like
I
Yeah.
love Game Grumps, but only like watching those things like the best of Game Grumps because that gives me the only funny parts of the shit.
I watched 5 episodes, didn't laugh once.
I just
They,
think it's the best of
like, that's the one thing, though, like, looking at Ego Raptor, he has a very, I guess,
Rabbit.
unorthodox opinion on games. Like, just, it's very out there in comparison to most people.
Also,
Well, one, he hates Tomb Raider.
okay.
So do I.
Hey.
Well,
Hates
Tomb
Tomb.
Raider for the most part is crap. There were only 3 good games before the new one.
No, I'm talking the newest game.
Oh, okay.
Just, like, that game. What else does he not like?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll give me flack for this. He didn't like Skyward Sword. He didn't like Ocarina of Time. there's a lot of other games that I'm missing right now as far as like I mean he doesn't like shooters in general.
Who does?
Hi, how's it going?
What else? I mean there's stuff in my head that like just certain things that like he'll say in the episode and then I'll just go down to the comments and then it'll just be rage.
I wonder if he does it on purpose.
Mention PewDiePie in his video and you cause a shitstorm.
But actually speaking of games, I guess we can talk about the few that have come out recently that
Before then, has anybody heard of that Resident Evil Left 4 Dead 2 thing?
yes, I
What?
did. They're apparently IGN. I forget. No, I didn't hear from IGN. I heard somewhere else. But Resident Evil 6 and Left 4 Dead 2 are going to be having cross series DLC. So in, I believe, Mercenaries mode for Resident Evil 6, you can play as like some of the Left 4 Dead characters. I'm not exactly sure which ones. But and then the Witch and a mini version of the tank are new special zombies. In like whatever modes you can play them as. And in Left 4 Dead 2, I'm not sure if you can play as any of the Resi characters, but like a lot of the special zombies from Resident Evil 6 become special infected in Left 4 Dead 2. So yeah, it's interesting, to say the least.
Resi trying everything they can.
Trying to get, some cross, platform.
They're trying so
publicity.
hard. Oh, Capcom, what happened to you?
Ugh, God, no. I'm just... Why?
But
I'm so tired of games nowadays. I'm sick of game companies.
Hey, Bioshock Infinite is going to be cool.
No, they gave in way too much to fan pollution.
And what, Bioshock Infinite?
Yeah, they've changed way too much because people complain too much. I don't appreciate that. I think that they should have just stuck what they wanted to do.
Which
Like-
is what?
Like they changed a lot of the game mechanics because some people were complaining about this or that. Meanwhile, how what's her name? How Elizabeth's powers worked.
Uh-huh.
Like they turned her character from more of a support role into like being more of a companion role. Which case I thought I liked her character better as a support role when she was there for more of like the what's the word? Like her whole thing was just discovering her story, and she would help you out with getting you ammo and whatnot. But now she's more I don't know how to explain it. Just I don't like the direction they took it.
At this point, all they did was add a partner, as far as I can see.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't like that kind of game though.
Imagine if
I don't like the whole partner-based thing, dude. That's just my opinion, but go ahead.
How can you not like the partner thing, but you like RPGs?
Well, because I like
Partner-
games where you don't. The thing is, this game, she's there with you. She's the whole point of this game is she's there. But
Uh-huh.
the plot of the game is you're trying to basically either save her or deliver her to this syndicate that wants her dead, basically.
Okay.
So I mean, why now would you take a support-based thing who's basically trying to help you, so you just to get to the end, so you can decide what role for her to take, and now just turn her into like this type of character she is now? It's just I don't agree with that. I think it's stupid. I don't know. I mean, I will go on and say I'm not the biggest fan of BioShock, but I was interested in this game before they made the changes to it. Now that they've made the changes to it, I'm just not as impressed.
I don't see how fan feedback could affect that if the fans haven't even touched the game.
It
I
did.
understand.
The fans basically said, feminists complained originally that her breasts were too big, so the game
Look,
changed
hold
that.
on. I'm gonna stop you. Has anybody seen that feminist thing take on women in gaming?
Yes,
It is the most stupid thing I have ever seen.
agreed.
Why?
I haven't.
explain.
See, she's so
Yeah,
stupid.
Go ahead, BJ.
She's so fucking stupid.
I'm not even going into
This
it.
woman, she asked for a Kickstarter to get all this research and stuff. She's a feminist, and she's going to do a rundown of how women are exploited in gaming, how they're always the damsels in distress and all this, and they're all helpless, or they're big-breasted, big-butted bimbos and all this other garbage. She picked Double Dragon,
Ah.
the example of a damsel in distress, where it was like, oh, the big men have to save her and all this. The ending image of Double Dragon is the girl punching the guy that she captured in half through the balls. But it's not. She's helpless, apparently.
She's an
picked,
idiot. Yeah, we know.
She picked the rape scene in Tomb Raider, which is not a rape scene. It's just not. Come on, people. Stop being stupid. She gets, like, felt up a little bit, and then she gets, like, killed if you don't do the quick time event. There's no penetration or anything.
You mean in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
It's so stupid. I recommend you seeing this thing. I'm gonna link it. I recommend you seeing it.
On a side note, to make my brain not hurt, Ni no Kuni is a beautiful game.
It is.
My buddy Mike is sitting here playing on the PS3, and it is a gorgeous game. I love the whole Miyazaki look to it.
It is. Oh my god, Ni no Kuni was very good.
That's another game on the list. That's a buy game just because.
Yes, it is. It's a very good game.
That's not a rental.
No, that's it. No. Funny story, actually. We're in GameStop, and when my buddy Mike went to pick it up, because I was making the horrible mistake of buying Gears of War Judgment that night, and my buddy decided he was going to pick up.
I hate that game.
Okay. Shut up. He was picking up Ni no Kuni, and he decided to grab up Dark Souls as well. So Dark Souls, yeah, that game is everything everybody says it is. Oh my god.
Hard.
And Ni no Kuni is beautiful, and so far, yeah, it's very interesting. I'm like, I actually am probably going to play it when he's done. When he beats it, I'll play it myself.
But
hold on, let me finish. I didn't finish the story. We're in GameStop, right? And the manager, it's the one I worked at. The manager, I know him. I'm talking to him about the games. I'm asking him how he thinks of Ni no Kuni, and he said, "Oh yeah, no, it's a great game, but you don't get your first follower, your first what are they called?
companion.
Familiar for like 5 hours into the game." And then the employee next to him was like, "Yeah, no, it took like 5 hours." I'm like, "Oh wow, that's a long time for RPG for you to get like your support role character." Mike played the game for like an hour and had gotten his first oh my god, what are they called again? Genius. Familiar, yeah. So I'm like, did they even play the game? It didn't take 5 hours, it took an hour. It's just like, why?
It really depends on gameplay style. Like, I was actually, because my roommate, I recently rented Tomb Raider, which I'm actually enjoying very much right now. But
you won't get it.
He got it for PC, and I was watching him play, and he's just the type of gamer that likes to just explore every little nook and cranny as he's playing. And I'm a person that likes to experience story first, then go back and do that kind of stuff. And just so I was just like, he was switching back from Tomb Raider, and he's also going through the Uncharted series. He just got a PlayStation 3, and it's just like he's just like going through every nook and cranny. And then like, just because he's a gun fanatic in Uncharted, he refuses to use the AK-47, so all he uses is a pistol and shotgun, and he just keeps getting killed. And I'm just sitting there like, he's like, "Shut up! I'm not using the piece of crap Ukrainian garbage of a gun." I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man, it's a game. But what was I getting at? But yeah, I guess more or less it's play style. I've come to notice that recently. It was just like I would just be like blowing through a certain section of the game, and it's just like this person's just sitting there. They're looking through everything. There's nothing over there. Why are you going over there? There's nothing over there. Stop it. Stop. Okay. But so let's Gears of War Judgment.
No.
The two biggest Gears of War fans that I know hate the game.
This game. All right, I'm going to sum up my disdain for it immediately because you all know how I feel about this game. The correct title of this game should have been Gears of Duty 3.
Oh, do you mean Duty as in Call of Duty or Duty?
Mm-hmm. They took out the thing that made Gears of War awesome, the down but not out feature, being down. They took away that feature, so now you just die. They changed the whole physics of everything. Now you can jump off any ledge anywhere. The maps are just oh god.
You sound like you're about to be in tears.
It's just genuinely, and the campaign, emphasis on that last word, pain. It hurts to play the campaign. It's just so bad. It's so bad.
I can just imagine Ralph crying right now.
You walk into a room. Literally, the entire campaign is a bunch of rooms, or a street, and you have to make it from one end of the street to the other, or one side of the room to the other. And in the odd cases, defend a random piece of. I had to sit through 25 minutes in a room just to defend a suit of armor worn by the first leader of the COG for no plot reason. None. The literal explanation that Baird gives when he says why we're doing this is the Patriot in me said I shouldn't let the Locust take this. And I was like, no, oh God, no.
I think the correct title for you is Gears of Tears. Which might be a title.
It's the playing this campaign is like walking the path of tears
like
or the trail of tears. It's no, literally the campaign of this game is literally it's a trail of tears. It's a continuous straight line of just tears. It's horrible.
Just imagine Ralph playing this game.
And what's sad is the weapons are actually good. Usually it's the weapons that break a Gears game, and it's the physics that are awesome. No, opposite way this time around. The game itself blows, but the weapons are boss. Every weapon I love. The new rifle they added, the names are retarded, but there's two sniper type weapons, and they're amazing. Had this gun been in Gears 3, oh, they just it would have been so good. It would have been so good, but no, they built this game, and they make you pay $60 for a game. It should be an arcade game. It should be arcade. The only playable mode that's decent in this game is Overrun. Let me the best part of this. When you play multiplayer now, it's not COG versus Locust. It's just red versus blue. Your COG, red versus blue. That is so confusing I cannot even explain to you.
I'd say give it maybe about a month or two. The first episode of Red vs. Blue will be recreated in this game. I bet you anything. I bet you anything. Your reactions are priceless, by the way.
I hate it.
That's what happens when someone screws with something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
It's like people who can fly. This game studio is the studio responsible for Bulletstorm, and they are every bit as dumb as they were then. I
I
liked Bulletstorm.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I like
Bulletstorm a lot. It had some good mechanics.
It was an arcade game. It was not meant to be a $60 purchase.
Sounds like Halo ODST.
Yeah. Like, if this game was half the price, I wouldn't be as upset. But the fact that it's $60 and I'm only going to get back $30 is horrible.
Well, how long has it been since you bought it?
I have a month to bring it back to get $30 back.
No. Has it been a week yet?
GameStop doesn't work like that. Once the game's open, you can't bring it back like that anymore.
Oh, a new release.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. True.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
So
you should just go get Tomb Raider.
I'm going to sell it more than likely because this game is awful. I'm going to sell it and either buy Tomb Raider, or I'm going to get Ultimate Ninja Storm 3.
Yeah.
Ugh. Or you could just get Injustice.
But I'm not big on fighting games like you are. I'd get really tired of that really quick. I
I
like Naruto mainly because it's Naruto.
Get it
I like the whole flashy jutsu shit. Like it's like a DBZ fighter. That's why I like it.
Get it for the story.
Which there hasn't been a good DBZ fighter since the Budokai games.
Exactly. So I mean,
it's amazing.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any interest in the story. I'm seeing enough of it in the comics, and I'll be able to hear the full description of it via the Wikipedia when the game comes out. I'm not going to spend $60 just for the story of a fighting game.
BG is.
No, I'm spending it. I'm spending it because it's a fighting game. What?
Exactly. But no, meanwhile, I'm sitting here looking at, oh, this game is awful. This game is awful.
So I'm assuming at 2013 best and worst, this game is going to be like still at the top of his list. But yeah, I mean, BG has beat Tomb Raider, and how far would you say I am BG with the survivors of the beach getting the boat ready?
Have you went on the ship? Not the ship they're building. There's another ship.
No.
I would say maybe. Wait, don't they have how far you are when you start the game up?
Probably, but I haven't looked.
I'd say you're about 60% done.
Okay. Yeah, the game so far has been awesome, and despite what Miss Feminist thinks, apparently, like they're showing Lara Croft off really well. Like like I said though, the small thing I had a problem with, I told BG this earlier, is that Laura, like in the beginning of the game, she's like, we're not going to become murderers, whatever like that. She kills one person, she has, a completely horrible reaction to killing that person, and then suddenly becomes a murder machine. So that's like my only small qualm, where it's just like, okay, she starts crying over the first person she killed, and then she starts headshotting people with a bow and arrow. It's like, but it's just a small little thing.
I stuck that up to PTSD. Like, oh, I killed a guy. I feel awful. Oh, I'm about to die. I gotta kill them all. When at the end of the game, she probably breaks down and like goes into this horrible depression.
Well, no, I mean, she becomes at the end of this game is essentially she becomes
that's when she finds the magic of Prozac.
That's horrible, but that I still want to. I'm gonna rent probably after I do this game, Revengeance. See how that is.
No, to save your money. Save your money.
It's not that much.
Awful. That game is completely awful. There was no redeeming point of Revengeance.
I've heard differently too, though. I've heard good and bad.
I
So
like Revengeance.
Awful.
You don't like Bayonetta, so
Bayonetta is maybe, I'd say, a little bit better of a game than Revengeance.
It had a more robust combo system.
Yeah.
But I like Revengeance.
Revengeance is just, block, oh, you block, congratulations, you now have 15 seconds to kill everyone in the room. No.
We shall see. But then Ni no Kuni is up there as well, and I'm still kind of plugging along.
I just watched him fight the Rat King in Ni no Kuni, and that was cool.
And I'm still plugging away at Tales of Graces as well, as far as completion.
Tales of Graces.
Zillia needs to come out.
Apparently there was a date leaked, July 2nd.
Oh, that's alright.
So, not too far away. But we are actually over the hour mark, so if anyone has anything else to add.
No,
Rainbow Dash has been taken off her #1 spot. Hooray!
just shut
But she always dresses in style, though.
Shut up.
Third place for that dyke.
Swag.
Oh, this nigga.
Swag.move. Enough said. Shut up.
I didn't like it. Wasn't as good as Dress. Not Dress, Shed.
Nothing.
Okay.
Not much really beats Shed, because that was just a horrible twisted thing.
Any person that likes fighting games, get Injustice. Any comic reader, read the Injustice comics. They're really good. Probably the best thing DC has going right now.
Oh, by the way, Nate is still baffled by your arguments as well, by the way, from the comic episode.
Oh, whatever, dude. I'm done with it.
Never got to finish an argument.
I'm done with it. We're gonna come back to it someday, but
I know. We need a buffer. We need emotions to settle. It was just kind of funny when I went back to see him, and it was just like, oh, this is still awesome. But yeah, there's nothing really else I can think of.
If anyone out there is planning on buying Gears of War Judgment, I have one thing to say: if you really want it, wait 20 days. It'll be $20.
oh,
This game is going to be sold in mass. You want to know how many people bought this game, guys? You want to know how many people are on this game worldwide? Well, you look at the numbers of people playing each thing. The main playlist, which is the team deathmatch, is only at 11,000.
That is pretty tiny.
Everything else is beneath that.
So considering Halo will usually have like 100,000, in one of their lighter servers.
Yeah. This game literally on its best game type has maybe 11,000. On Overrun, which is the main selling point of this game, which is the only COG versus Locust thing, and which is actually a great game mode, but
All right. To end this, proceed. Worst game, Judgment or Dead Space 3?
Worst game?
Yeah.
Judgment. Judgment. Would I buy either of them? Never.
I have a feeling you're gonna hate something more by the end of the year.
Wait, hate something more?
Yes.
Unless, no.
What?
I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something you want to play, and it's gonna let you
Assassin's
down.
Creed Black Flag. Watch
It'll be the
that.
new Walking Dead game.
Watch me Black Flag.
Oh yeah, if Black Flag turns out to be that would be terrible for
That'll
you.
be 2 straight awful Assassin's
You just sell your Xbox at that point.
Just not buy the next one, actually.
I'm just done with all this.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go build myself a PC monster and go play whatever the freak is out now.
League or Dota.
I'm gonna go play more Elder Scrolls later, guys.
Dota, League of Legends, same fucking game.
Elder Scrolls Online.
My one roommate would kill you for saying that, by the way.
When Elder Scrolls Online comes out, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna quit video games on the consoles in general and just play the crap out of that.
But, so yeah. So when will Dota 3 come out? It's a Valve game. It won't. Alright, so.
Valve.
Oh yeah, anybody else that's bored on like random Tuesdays or Thursdays, watch a video game championship wrestling.
I was gonna. So, like, it's. What? I just see you tweet about it all the damn time, and it's just like.
It's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, no, what is it?
It's some dude. Okay, somebody bored one of these days downloaded a bunch of anime and video game characters and just threw them in matches. But
Of what?
he got tired
What
of
game?
WWE 13.
There you go.
And he got tired of streaming it, or his stream equipment messed up. So this other guy picked it up and started running storylines and all types of crap, tournaments, and now it's this huge thing that a lot of people enjoy. Just watching the stream chat is worth, like, just checking it out. Oh no, he's talking about Spider-Man, not not
Okay.
championship wrestling.
All right, so I think we will end it there. Not Trail of Tears, Gears of Tears, I think is the title.
Go watch Man of Steel, but don't expect anything from it because it's probably gonna suck.
Is that
Wait.
coming out?
No, when it comes out.
Oh,
It
okay.
comes out in like June or July.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm just waiting for Iron Man.
Support Superman, but
No, don't support
I don't want
Superman.
to. I don't want to support.
Don't support Christopher Nolan, please.
But I want to support Superman. I have to.
You're not supporting Superman. You're supporting Nolan's Superman, which is not Superman.
Just give them the money. Like, this is going to Superman, not
This-
Nolan. Make sure Nolan sees not dime one of this.
This is going to basically be a super-powered Batman movie.
It'll be like a sticky note on Wikipedia. $15.
This movie earned $100 million. Christopher Nolan earned $25.
Dude, I don't want to support Nolan, but I gotta see Supes. Are you coming to see me?
I told you I am.
Oh yeah, to see my face. Man, I'm gonna be so pissed. Jonathan Kidd is gonna piss me off.
It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm
You should-
already pissed out. Maybe you should. Oh my god.
DA, you should just bring a camera in and just like if a theater person just like, sir, you can't tape the movie. You're like, oh no, I'm taping my brother.
You think they'll go for that? I'd be in jail for that, not no AMVs.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next week.
Laters.
So terrible.